Hey Sewfam, welcome to our YouTube channel. Let me show you how I achieve this trending bustier with conical hemline style. Festive season is fast approaching. Now you need to sew and slay this festive period. So here is one half of the pattern paper tutorial. So stay with me and let's get started together. So what you need is your pattern paper. So I marked the startup line of 1/2 inch. So I'll rule that out with a straight line. So then I'll mark the midpoint of the pattern paper, so which indicates the front and the back pattern. So after marking it, I will rule them out with a straight line to demarcate it, okay? So I am Delicious Favor, your online fashion tutor. So I've already indicated, I've already demarcated the lines. Be marking my chest line measurement. So my bust round divided by 6, then I'll add 2 inches. So divide your bust round by 6 and add 2 inches, okay? So this gives me 7.5. So I'll be marking it. So make sure you take your own measurements. Then I'll mark the bust point. So that's from the shoulder to your nipple. That's your bust point. Then I'll also mark the under bust. I'm marking the under bust. Okay, that's from your shoulder to under of your breast, okay? So make sure that you put on a firm brow to take this measurement. Then I'll mark the waist length, okay? I'll rule that out. I'll also mark the hip length, okay? The hip length, that's your above hip, not your real hip, your above hip, all right? So I'll also do the same to the back. I'll mark the chest line and rule with a straight line. Then I'll also mark the back waist length. So mind you, the front waist length and the back waist length is not the same. The front waist length is higher while the back waist is lower, okay? I'll also mark my back hip length, okay? So I'll measure from the front to the back hip, then I'll transfer it to the back, okay? So I'll connect it with a straight lines like so. So I'll indicate the initials by writing them down. So that's my chest line, my bust points, I'll write down my under bust, okay, the waist, the hip. I'll also do the same to the back, okay, so that you will not get confused when marking. So then I'll divide the shoulder, that's my shoulder, into 2. Then I'll mark it, okay? I'll connect with a straight line. My shoulder is 15. My shoulder is 14. I divide it into 2. That's 7 inches. So I'll mark the bust palm. My bust palm is 6 divided by 2 is 3 inches. So I'll mark it all the way from my bust point to the hip length, okay? So I'll connect it with a straight line. So I've connected it. So I'll also do the same to the back. I'll also mark my bust palm at the back too. So that's your nipple to nipple, all right? You divide it, connect with a straight line. So, and if you like this tutorial, please give this tutorial a big thumbs up. Let me know where you are watching from, okay? So I've connected them with a straight lines. So I'll mark my shoulder measurement at the back, okay? So I'm marking 7 inches at the back. I'll mark it. Then I'll also mark it at the chest line. And I will connect it with a straight line, okay? So I've connected it with a straight line. So I'll mark my waist round divided by 4 and the hip round divided by 4, okay? So make sure that you use your own measurements, okay? So then I will connect the bust round to the waist. Then I'll also connect the waist to the hip with my French curve, okay? So after I've connected that, I will also do the same to the back. I'll also mark my bust round divided by 4, mark my waist round divided by 4, and also the hip round divided by 4, okay? Then I'll connect it like so. So to measure the neckline measurement, I'll go in by 3 inches as neckline width, and also 3 inches for the neckline depth. So this for just the pattern paper, okay? Then for the shoulder slope, I'll go down by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it to my neckline. I'll divide the line by 2. Then I'll go in by ½ inch and connect my armhole lines, my front armhole line. So I've connected that. So I'll do the same to the back. Go in by 3 inches. Back neckline is 1 inch. The depth is 1 inch. So I'll connect it like so. And I'll also go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope and connect it straight to the neckline. So I'll divide by 2. Then I'll also connect the back armhole line like so. So I'm done connecting. So I will mark my ease, okay? I'll mark my ease with my ruler from the bust line to the hemline. See where I'm marking it? Because we need to mark in taking our dart intake. So I've marked the ease. So I'll also do the same to the back. Mark the ease. So after marking the ease, so I'll take measurements. I'll take the ease measurement from the back waist. So I'll measure it like so that this is 0.75. So I'll take that 0.75 from the back. I'll take it to the front and measure. So this is 1.5 inches. So I'll divide that 1.5 inches by 4. Okay, 1.5 inches divided by 4 is 0.4. So I'll mark 0.4 on both sides of the dart line. Okay, so after marking it, I'll connect the dart line to my bust point like so. Okay, and I'll connect it to the hip line. I'll do the same to the back. I'm connecting the dart intake. So I've connected the dart intake. So I'll measure the dart intake. So you see it corresponds with the ease. So I don't even need to measure. So I'll just leave the ease line like so. Then I'll erase the initial measurement I did. So I think my pattern is complete. I'll erase the initial measurements and leave the ease line. My measurement is accurate like so. So I'll measure the difference between the front waist length and the back waist length. So it's 2 inches. So I'll mark it after my bust point. Okay, 2 inches. Then I'll connect it to my bust point. Okay, so I've already connected my side dart. I've connected that. So I will extend the bust palm to the chest line and I'll connect it with a straight line like so. So at the chest line, I'll be going up by 2 inches. If you want your neckline to be higher, you can go up by 3 inches. Then I'll connect the neckline like so, okay? So I'll use my second French cuff to connect the neckline to the armhole line like so. So then I'll extend that bust palm to the neckline. So I'll go in by ½ inch to tighten up my chest line. I'll also connect it to my bust point. So I've connected it to my bust point. So at the under bust, I'll go out by 1.5 inches. Then I'll go out at the center front by 1 inch. So I'll use my French cuff to connect it to the bust point like so, okay? So I've connected and tightened my under bust dart, okay? So I will take the same measurement and extend it down to my hip lines like so. And I'll connect it to the hip lines. So after connecting, I'll erase the former dart line. Okay, because we need our patterns to be neat. So as a fashion designer, your pattern needs to be neat, okay? So you erase the lines. I will now remeasure my waistline, okay? So I'll measure 2 inches. I'll take it to to the end of the dart and mark out my 7.5 inches as my waistline. I'll also do the same to the hip. I'll mark out my original waistline and hip line. Since we have tightened the dart, you need to remark your measurements, okay? So I'll also remark my bust round, and I'll connect it with my French curve like so, okay? So do well to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Let me know where you're watching from. So for the conical flare, so I go out by 2 inches, then I'll come up by 1 inch. So I'll connect it to my hip measurement like so, okay? So after connecting, so I'll go up by half inch and reconnect the conical hemline. So I'll go by 2 inches at the center front and connect my conical flare hemline, okay? You can go by 3 inches or 4 if you want it to be more deeper, okay? So I've already connected the conical hemline, so I'll extend the dart intake down to that hemline like so, okay? So I'll remark the neckline. So I'll go down by 1 inch and I'll mark it. Then I'll use my French curve to remark the neckline like so, okay? So let me know if this tutorial was helpful. You can comment down in the comment section. So I'll also extend my side dart, okay? I'll connect the side darts. So I'll erase the former dart lines. So at the back, I'll go by 2.5 inches, okay? 2.5 inches. Then I'll go up by 1. I'll connect it to my waistline, the conical hem. At the center back, I'll go down by 2 inches. Then I'll go up by 1 inch. Okay, then I'll connect my conical hemline like so. Okay, I'll connect it and I'll connect it to the center back. Okay, so be careful when you're connecting this conical hemline. So make sure you connect it well, so your conical hemline will not be looking funny. Okay, so I'll go down by 1.5 inch at the center back, and I'll also go down by 1 inch at the side back, and I'll connect my back neckline like so, okay? For center back tightening, I'll go by half inch, then I'll connect it to my neckline and also the hip length. So I have already get rid of back puff, okay, by using this method, okay? So I'll close my front side bust, okay? So what I'll do is I will slash the pattern paper, okay, so I can be able to close my side dart. Then I'll use my masking tape to close it off, okay? So I've done that. So I will now remark my measurements, okay? I'll remark my measurements. So I made a mistake at the back, okay? So I've already remarked my back neckline like so, okay? So make sure you check your pattern before you cut it, okay? So I'll erase the former back neckline like so, okay? So I'm done with my drafting. So I want to measure my front side, okay? So this is 12.75. So I'll also take the measurement to the back. So it's more than 12. So I'm going to mark my 12.75 at the back. So because we need the front and the back to match together, okay? So make sure you do this, okay? Then you correct your adjustment, okay? So I'm done. So I'll close my front neckline and remark my neckline, okay? So then I will now cut out. I'll cut out my pattern paper. So I'm done with the drafting. I think I've already made the necessary adjustment, okay? So make sure you make your necessary adjustment before you cut your pattern, and before you cut your pattern and transfer to the main fabric, okay? So I'll close my darts and also cut out like so, okay? So then I'll cut through the darts. I'll cut through the darts. So here is my front. So I'll also cut out the back bustier pattern. So I'm done with the tutorial. So let me know if you find this tutorial helpful. So I will also join them together so you can see. So here is our final pattern, okay? So note that this is the half pattern of the fabric, that is half of the body. So when making your own, make sure you fold your pattern paper into two before you draft your pattern, okay? I hope you find this tutorial helpful. So do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So check out our next video on swimsuit corset tutorial coming up at the end of this video.